Oh, there we go. All right, so I'm going to go back to screen share and go to that one. How we doing?
Great.
Perfect. All right, good. Well, this is the okay, I'm here now. Monday, September 27th, meeting of the Sconset Advisory Board. It's 5 minutes after 11 and we're just getting going here. Members, when I call your name, please respond to indicate your presence. Angus McLeod.
Here.
Thank you. Clement Durkees.
Here.
Caroline Ellis.
Here.
I don't see Mary Lathrop on the screen, but if she's here, she can chime in, and Rob Benchley is here. And let's see, I guess I need a motion to adopt the agenda.
So moved.
Thank you.
Second.
All those in favor, just say aye out loud.
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Chair notes the unanimous approval. And I guess we'll move to item number 1. And I think this has been held. I don't see it in the view pack.
No, it's there, I think. Isn't it the Krasinnas? The view pack doesn't agree with the listing.
Oops.
Do you see
I
what I
think
mean?
it's the last one on the view.
Yeah, it is. Well, next
Or
to last.
second to last.
Next to last. Do you see what I mean, Rob? It doesn't agree.
Oh,
It's on there.
are you still seeing my screen?
Yep.
Okay.
So this is the Krasinna thing.
Okay, thank you very much. All right. I put new batteries in my mouse, and as you can tell, it hasn't really helped. There we go. Ah. Okay. All right, there's a site plan.
Right.
Okay, everybody see where it is?
Yep.
Okay. So it looks like it's just I'm just having a hard time telling where exactly this addition is.
It's to the left of the front and it's set back a little bit. It's toward Amen. See, it's on the left. Yes, where you're first.
Right there.
It goes front to back.
Hey, Mary.
Hello.
There's Mary.
I'm here.
Good,
I'm
Clank.
I'm happy to start.
Okay, yeah, please, Angus, thank you.
So, looking at the front, the north elevation, existing, comparing that with the proposed, there really doesn't seem to be much difference. That's obvious. But it's only when you look at the I guess it's the east elevation, you can see that addition to the left and the existing is way back at the very back of the house. And so this is where the biggest change is occurring. And you can see that large gable that's that almost is identical to the main gable, throwing off the center of the house. And because it's so far forward, I think really compromises the existing structure. I'd much rather see that much further back, 10, 12, 14 feet, and maybe scaled down, or a different roof plane, whether it's a shed or something else that can run back. I think that the same program is available to something that's a little bit more sensitive to the existing structure. The details of it aren't really a concern on the back. I don't think you see the French doors or the deck or any of that, but I think the whole thing needs to get shifted back. And the plank door is so much more cottagey than the typical suburban 6-panel that's proposed. And that's the extent of my comments.
Thanks, Angus. Say one more thing about your last thing about the door. Just didn't quite hear you.
Oh, just the existing is showing a plank frame or a plank door, a
Yeah.
batten door. And I think that that's much more cottagey than the proposed 6-panel.
Gotcha. Thank you. Anybody else?
I agree with Angus, Caroline.
Thank you.
Mary, I feel pretty much the same. I think this is a typical addition. It's, it is not surprising that they've outgrown their space and they need to add more, but this is one of 2 houses. And are we talking about the front house that they're making the additions to? I believe we are, but.
I think, yes. See the one toward the road?
The existing cottage is getting no treatment. Yeah, they're within their
Correct.
setbacks. It's not atypical, certainly. Agree with Angus's comments, though, as to what they need to be considering.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I agree too. The balance aspect, it's sort of looking off center, maybe a little too far forward. Okay, any other comments?
None for me.
Great, thank you very much. And check that off and move to 26 Lincoln. I'm gonna have to close out a lot of these. Oh, wait, no. When I do tabs with all these they all have the same number at the top, so it doesn't help. Okay, so here's the shed. Maybe should we take a look at the whole plan? All right, well, there's the,
It says demolish.
It's a little shed. Well, wasn't it a move off or a demolish?
yeah, it's a move off or demolish. It's one of those Glowacki sheds, is it not?
It
Looks.
Yeah.
Just like it. Yep.
That couldn't be any cuter. I hope somebody takes it.
I'd
Yeah.
love it. I'd love it.
No,
It's a shed. That's good.
yeah,
I wonder if they will give it to someone.
I'm sure they will. Oh, do we know where this is? This is down at the end of Lincoln.
Yeah.
I thought this was the house with the pool in the backyard, but it is not apparently.
It is not. And this is the house with that great big stone
Porch.
wall.
It's next door to the house with the pool, Mary.
Correct. Okay, so we don't have any concerns with this particular.
Oh,
Nope,
We'd love to have a save on it.
definitely.
Yeah,
I can think of people who would make use of that.
yeah, me too.
do we then just call Luke? Is that what you do? If you have an
Sure.
idea? Okay.
All right. Should we do the addition first?
Or you could do the new garage and studio, which was.
Okay. there's a site plan there.
Yep.
Okay, so they're taking that tiny little shed and putting this pretty big garage and apartment.
Right. But in sort of the same location, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I would call this an industrial strength replacement.
All right.
Pretty though. Me.
Okay. What I'm looking for is there was a,
Where's the garage part? It's
yeah,
not.
right. It's on the ground floor, obviously. It's
Yep.
right there.
Right.
Oh, it's right in the middle. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then storage. Okay.
And they had a
And the-
pretty,
If this were not Luke's project, I would expect Joe Topham to tell us that he's using the Dory barns in Codfish Park as his inspiration.
yeah, here's a perspective
Yeah.
view.
It's pretty.
So they need to bring the building up to some height in order to get over that stone wall. I kind of get that.
Yeah, it's pretty against the stone wall.
How are they going to is it deep enough to drive into that garage bay and then they have a living room on the left-hand side of the garage bay? Is that the plan?
Those are the two windows, Mary.
For the living room, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Okay, so they have a garage bay and, oh, and maybe they don't have a garage bay at all.
Yeah, they do.
they do.
Oh,
Right
I-
there.
that's
got
okay.
it, got it, yep.
And then the little apartment is to the left. And the,
And above, presumably. Yes,
And
because
the-
they've got a loft up above.
but they've changed that stone wall a little bit.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it looks like the whole scale of the stone wall is different, is less than it is at the moment.
I'm not seeing any elevations. I mean, we get this
Yeah.
perspective, but
Yeah, the
Uh,
perspective is
that's
the
a-
only,
That it looks like it could be tall.
that's a vital aspect of this application.
yeah, it is.
So that it, that's it? That's the last page?
Yeah, I looked all through it. I couldn't find any.
So we can't see what it looks like to the neighbors. Because the neighbors are right there.
Mhm.
They must have forgotten that.
Neighbors are. Oh, yeah.
Oh, the neighbors are in one of those Watrous houses.
Mhm.
How visible is
that-
this from
That is,
Hudson Street?
that is
No,
the original,
actually, no, this is all behind,
Lincoln.
right,
this is all behind all that.
right. No, that's the Watrous cottage that they're behind, number 30.
Right.
Yeah,
North,
And that's
north,
a cute
north
little-
of it.
right. That's just a cute little shed that's right up on the property line.
How visible is this from Coffin Street?
Um,
It
it's
Well,
would,
you'll see it. Yeah, actually, if you look down the Watrous' property, which is pretty open and big, you'll see it as thing.
Because this is a sizable structure.
yeah,
Mhm.
I think we need to hold for more information.
Yeah,
because we can't really see what is facing the public way, which is Coffin Street. But what I did notice is that that's what I noticed there wasn't an elevation, is the section cutting east-west so that you can see sort of parallel with the ridge of this proposed structure. Because that whole courtyard is sunken in at that lower driveway level. The retaining wall goes from the stair, it looks like, and wraps around underneath that whole pergola area to create sort of a dugout outdoor room,
Yeah,
which I think is sensitive to keeping things low. And in general, the massing, even though this is a guest house that is normally awkwardly put in front of a house, because it still looks utilitarian, like a barn, it makes sense. But what blows that whole concept is the balcony off the shed facing the front, which I think is completely inappropriate. But
Yeah.
the massing and the simplicity without dormers and the simple, windows facing the drive with the plank doors and all that. I think all that is really working for this proposal, but I think to really judge, we don't have, we need to have the elevations.
Yeah, and that little balcony on top of the shed, I don't even know how you can access that. I don't know if you,
Through a door, I'm sure, Clement, that you don't see. We haven't been.
oh, yeah, but still. I
So
mean,
it should
'cause
be on the second floor plan.
second floor plan says,
Yeah, there are French doors going out.
oh, I see.
French door.
Yeah, that's where, so the bedroom is on top of the car.
Right.
And then you open your French doors out to the deck. Yeah,
Yeah, because what's above the living room is just the washroom.
yeah, the bathroom closets.
I love how they've been able to keep the stairs inside.
Mm-hmm. Pretty,
Agreed.
such a nice.
And then
Nice.
this is oh yeah, you can see over here on the left, you can see the retaining wall
Very nice. Very pretty.
and then the pergola over top, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
But
do
yeah,
we-
so we definitely need elevations with this.
Do we have an elevation on this plan anywhere?
No,
Isn't that
I'm sure-
peculiar?
I mean,
Yeah.
it is peculiar. I'm sure it was an oversight, but well, I don't know. Nope. Okay, so we need more info on this one.
Yep.
I'm gonna close this and we'll go to let's see if there's elevations on the addition.
Whoa.
So this here is that's the north side that would face the old Watrous cottage, am I correct?
Yes.
Yeah,
And then in plan, let me see in plan, where is
but
that?
that's pretty much right behind the Watrous cottage. So
Yeah,
there, the Watrous cottage is going to see it, but Coffin Street is not.
yeah. So here where I'm clicking, that's the addition.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these are black and white plans, so we're not seeing the red outline, but it's there. So I will ask the resident architect where I'm showing the addition, that's would be set back. So it's not on the same plane as the main mass. Angus,
It's set back in that, when you're looking from, when you're looking from the north, it's set back, but it's flush with the south face.
oh yeah, Okay.
And I think it's, there would certainly be a certain amount of visibility from Lincoln Street, but it's a typical reverse L or reverse gable. And I think it's sensitive to the structure, it's in the back, and it seems appropriate.
yeah,
Nice that it's low, isn't it?
yeah.
Refreshing.
Mm-hmm. Lucky them.
Seems like that's a lot of building on that lot with the addition and then going from a shed to a studio, guest house, garage.
Yeah, they've
Yeah.
maxed out.
I'm sure they've done their homework on that.
Yeah, and possibly that's why they're getting rid of the shed.
Mm-hmm.
But does the shed doesn't count as ground cover though?
Oh,
Doesn't it?
It
No,
it wouldn't have, but now it will. I mean, the
Well,
garage
it
will.
isn't a shed.
But they couldn't like find a new home for that old shed, for example.
On their property, they could, couldn't they? I don't think it counts, but they don't want it, so it doesn't matter.
It's too much, it looks too much like a shed.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, so we're, any other comments on this edition?
Nope.
Great, thank you, everybody. All right, and now we'll move to. Did we just do this?
We did New
Yes.
Street.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hydrangea, is that next?
yeah,
That was just a color change. It was going from a gray to a white.
To white, I didn't have any problem. It said except in the front. Wasn't there a comment that said, I can't
No.
read it? Didn't it say except in the front or something? There was one comment I thought was odd. Maybe it wasn't.
Doors,
this.
window trim to white. So the doors and windows had been black,
Good, so they're changing it.
right? Less modern approach.
Nice, nice.
Do you guys remember reviewing this? I don't remember reviewing this house. The original approval is looks like either 3 or 7 or 5. It's marked out on the yellow copy there, but 2021. So it was this year, but I don't
Yeah.
remember this application.
Well, is this the house that was 2 houses? They bought a second lot and glommed on another house to it?
No.
no, I don't think so.
Wasn't that a different street, Mary?
No, I think that was Hydrangea.
I
Okay.
think you're right.
I was just gonna say, because I remember that one had a lot of pool. But yeah.
They all have a lot of pool these days. It's the model. It's so weird.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
Why
I'm
you
just
put
looking at
that-
those air conditioners on the front of the house and wondering how and when that went through.
Well, the one next to the Ruddicks has air conditioning units in front of it.
Anyway, it's just the color. I don't remember this application at all.
I sort of remember the pool, but I don't remember. Is that right down? No, okay,
Would
so
they-
we're all,
The trim goes with everything else.
yeah,
White is nice.
so we're okay with this color change?
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Yes.
prefer to see gray. It just seems more natural. That whole development is, it's the edge of Sconset now. And
Yeah.
And what's on the west side of it facing, the moorland and everything. I think the grayer everything is over there, the more natural it'll be, but there's clearly a neighborhood, and white paint is certainly de rigueur.
White paint and chlorine.
Yeesh.
Okay. Moving along.
Broadway?
Broadway. Very nice of them to bring this in.
Oh, yeah, this is just the trash bin.
Yeah,
Fine.
But look
That's
at the
a beauty.
next
Well,
picture.
no,
No,
they have,
okay,
yeah, they have added so much stuff.
right. But go to the next picture. And look to the right.
oh,
That's
Those are the fancy trash bins on No Nanta.
non-atom.
on Adam.
Right.
Mhm.
I'm just saying.
I thought that was what we were talking about. We're not?
No,
No.
no, it's the one on the left.
We're talking about the simple Marine Home Center one.
On Willow Harp. I mean,
I like
what's wrong with that?
I like the fact that they put it up on very
Cinder
obvious
block.
cinder blocks. It's
Right.
like old Sconset. Thank you.
Yeah, okay, so we're
No
good with this
problem.
one?
No
Uh,
problem.
I would
Can we
rather
talk-
see it further back on the back side of the lattice rather than up at the street. It
But
seems really like this just got dropped off the truck.
It did, but there are windows there, I think. Angus.
Maybe between the lattice and the first window or something, but I don't know.
Yeah.
It seems really, I mean, yeah.
If
It-
they put it on some different slabs, it would fit under the windowsill. That's what mine is in my house.
Maybe if the grass were growing over the concrete blocks or I don't know.
It'll look better. They could move it like a foot closer to the window.
Then in the
Yeah, I
summer,
would think
the
the
smell.
east side of the lattice rather than on this side
But
instead of the west, but.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll make that
there is
note.
another window.
there is another window. And it's gonna smell in the summer. Oh dear.
Oh, yeah, they've got something else there, some sort of culvert or something.
Oh, yeah,
Remember,
that's,
yeah, that was the enclosed heating system, remember?
yes, that's right.
Right, right.
All right, well, I'll just make a note that we'd like it to move east since they brought it up.
Wonder who brought it up, because we've never seen the part to the left on No Nantum.
No,
Why didn't they bring, I thought that was what we're going to be looking at today.
Mm-mm.
doesn't look like it.
It's a skinny alley now.
Maybe those blocks could just get sunk, dug into the ground just a little bit, so it doesn't seem so like throw down the blocks and throw down the shed. All right, we're done.
Yeah,
Let's take the weekend.
I made that note.
Thank you. Next.
I don't see Three Gully Road. So, we'll
No,
go-
I think they were taking that off.
yeah,
That was, his note was something about that was consent.
that's
So
right.
this, yes.
So we know where this is. This is Clara Urban's former spread, is it not?
Yeah, but there's nothing about it that says Clara Urban.
I know,
Before that, it was Chris and Linda's house.
that's right.
Oh, yeah.
They built it.
Well, I don't think there's any of theirs left.
No,
I
Not
think
much.
it got decked.
So I guess they want to put a roof walk on that roof there. And I noticed that there's one on this house here.
and do you know why they want to put it on there? Have you
Well,
walked?
It's
Down
certainly chimney fires.
Well,
Yeah.
no, but if you looked at the building that's going across the street, do you
Yeah.
remember? The building
yeah.
and totally blocking their entire view of
Yeah.
the ocean. I have great sympathy for them. I think it's ridiculous to put it up there, but you
Yeah,
know what? They aren't going to see the ocean.
Wait, I'm just wondering, what do you mean, Caroline, about this house that's going up across the street? There's
Right
nothing
there where the arrow is.
yeah, it's,
going in there?
yeah,
Yeah.
they're putting in a very big pool and a very tall, which
I
we
don't know the name.
thought was more of a clubhouse, but it's a pool house, a two-story pool house.
Who's doing that, and when did we see those?
We
applications?
never saw-
We never saw it.
What?
Well, no, we never saw it. I saw it because it's a Sconset Trust property, and
Right.
we objected to a pool being put in there and that it was too close to wetlands. And Concom denied they said it wasn't. They said it was within the 25 feet.
Have they ever been to?
And
Excuse me.
That's not, in fact, the case. Your contention is absolutely correct,
right.
Glenn.
But
Well,
I
this all
I agree
happened
with
along.
myself, but it was denied. So this is across the street. The interesting thing is, Rob, and you'll remember this, is that SAB did not see that because they said that our purview did not go all the way down Low Beach Road. So we have changed the mapping to go, as you, Rob, you worked on that map to produce to the HDC that said we would go all the way down Low Beach Road and all the way up Baxter Road. And actually past Baxter Road to Sankaty Head Road.
Yeah,
So I never saw that got approved, but the fact that we're saying this must mean that it did get approved,
Mhm,
because this is now considered to be Sconset.
right.
yeah, well, okay, I can address some of that. They've never, I don't believe they've ever voted on it. They haven't had time to have a hearing on it. And
Mhm.
I believe they're seeing it out, that we're seeing it because they understand that we were distressed about the former one and this could have an impact. Anyway, hopefully that saga part is over with. But yes, that's right. We did not see 100 Low Beach for that very reason, but we certainly squawked about it. And we also, that was just at the time when we made our application to the HDC to have our zone extended.
Right,
So there's a big structure going in across the street.
there is.
And a lot of these other houses have them. I don't know, it's pretty far away from everything and
There is no chimney, so it's
and
silly.
there's no chimney, right?
But I just think what the neighbors have done is a shame.
Yes,
I personally would, I walked down there the other day, happened to walk down there. There's a whole development going in. If you go back to the road and see, or to the picture, and you see the road, I was shocked. This road that winds along, you can see the construction vehicles, that winds back there is going to have a cul-de-sac on the back of it, apparently, with a bunch of houses. Yeah. And they're sort of getting ready for that whole development down there, which was news to me. But I personally think that the roof walk is something I would deny any place else. I think it's unnecessary. It's too high. It's obviously, they're gonna put it up there. Everybody's gonna see it forever, and they're gonna go up there twice a year. I mean, it's pointless. But, they're just simply, by the virtue of the fact that they're applying to us now, when we didn't see the monstrosity going across the street, means they're getting caught with trying to, keep whatever of their view is left when somebody else took it away. I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to fall on my sword on this one.
And there is one next door, Mary.
Yeah, I know. You've got several bad precedents that give us reason to approve this, but it's not a good thing.
I wish they had provided photographs of other houses between here, well, the whole stretch of Low Beach, about who has roof walks. But to me, it looks awkward because the house is relatively low. Normally,
Yeah.
a roof walk would go on a full 2-story house.
with a
And
chimney, yeah.
this is story and a half, and there's no chimney, as you point out. And it's way too overscaled. The skirt should never be on top of a dormer. And if this were to get through with a story and a half, the skirt should scoot back to the main roof rather than sitting on the dormers. And I think that would bring the scale down a little bit more appropriately. But-
It's more in keeping with the tower at the airport than it is the house it's sitting on top of.
It's pretty big.
It's way too big.
Maybe it's our first spite roof walk.
Afraid so.
So that on the application, I mean, on the agenda, there was an addition too for this property, but it's not showing up in the view pack. So
On 101 Low Beach,
yeah,
I don't see it on the agenda.
It's the second page.
Mine's blank. Oh, there it is. Addition to shed, huh?
Hmm.
We got a
Maybe
bunch.
consent.
Does it show up in the site plan on this? Is there a site plan?
Several sheds.
Yeah, one was the barn, remember? They changed into a guest house, or Clara did, I think.
No, that's not there.
Mm-mm.
And there is no site plan except for that.
That is proportionately a big roof walk, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is.
It looks like a rooftop dining space.
Well, it probably is, Mary. You know,
Helipad, easy on, easy off.
Yikes.
their whole, view now is going to be the back of the house.
Okay, so on number 9, so we're pretty much in agreement on that guy, and taking the notes on that. And number 9 will have to come back to us, I guess, since it's not here, even though it is on the agenda. Boy.
I think that's it.
I'm happy to make a motion to approve our comments.
I'll second that.
All right, thank you. All those in favor on Angus's motion, please say aye.
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 Thank you. And then I'll take a motion to adjourn.
Move.
Thank
Second.
you. All those in favor to adjourn.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, thank you very much, everybody. And maybe we'll get some of these little bumps ironed out the next time, but I think we did all right.
Thank you. Thanks, Rob.
Thank you.
Okay, everybody, talk to you soon.
Aye.
Thank you.
Aye.
Now, how do I stop the recording? There we go.